Important stretch of the game here to finish the quarter for both sides.
This is Mela at the line. Unable to get the first one.
Little strong. Addie's a tough girl. She works really hard. She's going to have opportunity here to impact this game. Makes the second one, and hopefully that gets her going in a good direction.
Yep, that's the 5'9" guard, class of 2018, getting herself on the board. And there's a steal. That's Kirkpatrick. And back out here's Danae again. In the corner to Maylot, see if she can make it up again. There's another open corner, Danae. Jays it.
Bang!
That's a wide open shot she loves to take.
Tie game, point, second chance point again. Off and out board there, second chance point's the key.
Bonzon, and there's a big block though.
Emma's competing hard right now.
Oh, no good.
A little excited there.
Tough one there for Dockstader. That's Shaylee Dockstader, as there are two sisters on this team.
Yeah, two Dockstaders.
Yep. Only 1 year separating them, so I can imagine the battles that they're having on the driveway.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. We'll see here. Southwest got the pressure set up again. Let's see how they can handle it. Guelph has been doing a good job of breaking it. A little bit of a tail of the tape here in the full court.
And Guelph Prep definitely showing size to their use. A lot of length, able to run the floor, get those passes off, and there's another foul though. And I really, you keep seeing it over and over again at Southwest Academy. They're being aggressive, and as a coach, you'd prefer to see them make the aggressive mistakes, but at the same time, you almost want to kind of show a little bit more patience, let them make the mistake, and you capitalize it on instead of you constantly trying to reach in and trying to create something. And if you're going to do that, move your feet first, then worry about the steals, right?
Absolutely, and it's discipline. It's something that's hard to instill in players, but you want to speed up the offensive team. You want it to feel crazy and intense and too quick for them, but you got to be under control and you got to dictate. So difficult for them to stay down. If they just stay down and move their feet, they should be okay, but fouling that far from the basket this many times is going to cause problems throughout the game.
Absolutely, as we just saw right there, 2 free throws made, 14-12 now for Guelph Prep, 2:04 remaining in the first quarter. Now bringing it up, that's Gentile. Gentile gets it over to Martinez, who gets it back over to Dockstader. Now Gentile, air ball on the 3 again. They've got to just try and find more open shots, not having to rush the shot unnecessarily.
Yeah, always tough to catch a ball that's not really in your wheelhouse there. Didn't catch it in the pocket, had to dab it down and then pick it back up. Almost would have rathered her penetrate on that missed catch. Here's the pressure here.
See, that's the good pressure there. As Guelph Prep, though, showing great resilience, breaking it. And here's Miller. Over in the corner, Guanzon. Back to Miller. Miller throwing it up to Higgins. Higgins to Guanzon in the corner, and she jays it. What a shot there, three-pointer.
Great ball movement. Good job, good execution, broke the pressure, good composure, and then got the ball moving, got an open shot, and knocked it down.
Martinez now looking for an option. Martinez over to Gentile. Gentile over to Morrow. Martinez trying to find inside there, trying to find Shaylee Dockstader, but overthrew it just a little bit. Guanzon was there on the defense.
Yeah, and you don't ever want to think this, but you got to think that the air ball on the last possession might have played into her wanting to put it down there, and you just got to play. You can't think about the last shot. You got to continue to compete and play, and it's all about the next shot, the next possession, everything moving forward.
Especially if the defense dares you to shoot it and you know you can shoot it. You got to just kind of get over yourself in a sense and keep shooting.
Yeah, and it's tough. It's tough out there when the pieces are moving and everything's up, and yeah, you got to trust yourself and trust the hours of work you put in and come out here and execute.
Higgins with the missed shot there. Now Southwest with the rebound. They're pushing it, but Guanzon able to intercept that pass that was intended for Lauren Morrow. And Guelph Prep kind of giving Southwest a little bit of a taste of their own medicine here with showing the pressure there on the passing lanes.
Yeah, the ladies are competing on both sides. It's great to see, and should be a good game. Little less the end of the quarter here.
Here we go. There's a shot up. That was Piper Dew, no good. But Southwest get the rebound, but unfortunately give it back to Guelph Prep. Now coming up is Higgins, and she gets it, takes the contact. What a great finish.
Higgins with the big finish, looking like her big brother Ryan, our assistant coach with the men's team there. There's a Higgins family connection in the gym tonight, so great job by her to get out in transition and take the contact and make the shot.
I can imagine he's got mixed feelings about watching that shot go in, but...
Yeah, well, we actually have him on the bench over there helping Rob out tonight, so he's direct competition. I'm sure the family's directly tuned in, and we wish them all the best and hope that they're enjoying the event.
There we go. This is Martinez. Martinez. And that zone defense, everywhere she goes. Up and off a Guelph leg, but we keep it in. And that was a turnover there by Southwest. Lauren Morrow. Now bringing it up is the power forward. Tries to get it up with 1 second remaining. And can't get it to fall. And what a game we have so far here, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. And you saw a few little runs there throughout the quarter. Once Southwest worked their way back to knot it up at 12, and then you saw a little run down the stretch. Guelph did a better job closing the quarter. Guelph regains the lead, and Southwest is back to recovering and trying to come out and start the second quarter and get things done.
And now just taking a quick break here before we begin the second quarter. I'm Ryan Greco with your play-by-play, joined here by Coach Kevin Barnes, doing the color, and we'll be back with you in just under 2 minutes to begin the second quarter. It is Guelph Prep 19, Southwest Academy 12. All right, and we are back here with starting up the second quarter action here. Guelph Prep trying to hold on to a 7-point lead over Southwest Academy. They get the ball to start off this quarter. And right now we have Iria, who's going to take the three herself. No good, but the rebound there and putback. Second chance putback. Southwest Academy, though, able to come down with it. There we go on the fast break, trying to find the open three. No good. That's a miss by Gentile. But that was Piper Dew that was able to try and keep it inside. A lot of hustle there on both ends, Coach.
Yeah, well, they obviously took what Coach had to say in the quarter break and came out with a bit of fire, and they got to now stand in there and make another defensive stop so they can get out and go again.
Absolutely. Miller trying to work in the corner. Brings it back out. This is Mpana. Back to Miller. Finds it over to Samuels. Samuels for three. No good, but it looks like there's a call here. And it's going to be a foul on Guelph Preps. Naomi Ganpo looking like she got a little too physical under the in the paint there for the ref's liking, and it's going to be Southwest ball.
Yeah, the game works in mysterious ways. Southwest gets possession here. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Gentile to Dene. That's Dew to Gentile. Gentile now, open look, jump shot. Count it over the taller defender.
Good hit by Emma there. Nice discipline, shot fake, one dribble pull up. That's her game.
There we go. The press is on, but Southwest retreats back to their end extremely quickly there once the first pass was put in. And here's a look and an possibility here. Samuels works inside to Ganpo. She loses track of it though, and that's going to be a steal for Emma Gentile.
Nice job by Southwest to double down there and cause the post player to make a decision too quick.
Dene to Dew. Dew now. Finds it back to Danae. Nice pass just over the reach of the Guelph defender. Here's in the corner now. Gentile to Danae again. She's going to try and shoot that three again, but no good. And they get the rebound. And that's going to be a rebound for Muriel Mpana, and she's going to bring it up herself now. Almost loses it. Picked up by Kiana Samuels, but she looks like she's going to get called for a double dribble.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos there. You'd want someone to get some composure there and pull it out for your team and reset it, or get at least an organized attack to the basket. But things are getting sped up out there, and it's tough to make those decisions. Take notice of the Guelph zone here. Great active hands. The ladies have their hands up. They're engaged. There's good movement there, and I think that's why you're seeing some difficulty from Southwest as they move the ball around the perimeter.
Absolutely. You're looking at a very big athletic lineup that Guelph Prep has put out here. And there's a missed pass. And Southwest, you see them consistently gambling with that cross-court pass that they love to try and throw into the corner, and that time it just didn't work out.
Yeah, well, the skip pass, the swing, and trying to get the zone to move from side to side and allow you to kind of attack it from inside out or get behind the zone, that's important in the offensive approach to beating a 2-3 zone.
Aria with a nice crossover there, and then up with the shot is Kiana Samuels. That's no good. Going to go out of bounds, Southwest ball.
Similar to the way the first quarter started here, some squandered possessions, some back and forth, but not a lot of scoring here early, and look for the middle part of the corner to be a defining moment in the game.
Here's Dew now. Looking for an option. There's another cross court. Back up to Dew. She's going to try and do it herself now. No good. Gets it stripped away by Miller. And now Miller gets the ball back. Almost with a travel there. Up in, fadeaway, no good. There's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be on Southwest Academy, and someone's going to the line, and it's going to be, that will be Shanice Miller.
Yeah, Miller's done a good job on the glass tonight, and second chance points rearing its head again and starting to become a real landmark of this game.
Yeah, you can see almost in every single play she's involved. Either she's bringing it up or she's made a quick cut or a pass inside, battling for boards, made herself a real factor in this game. Misses that first free throw, though. And once again, you go back to the importance of free throws. This doesn't look like it's going to be a game that's going to get out of hand anytime soon, so both of these teams are going to really need to make the most of it, especially being in the bonus for as long as they had in that first quarter.
Yeah, and I think Southwest weathered that storm a little bit there. It Guelph didn't get to the line as much as they could have in that long stretch, and that could play a part down the end of the game here.
Martinez gets tied up there with Kiana Samuels.
Yeah, and nice to see everyone getting on the floor after that. Some good hustle on both sides, and Southwest gets the benefit of the jump possession arrow here, and hopefully they can take advantage of it.
Absolutely. This is a game I think both teams are walking into. They know they can win it, and they're showing it with the amount of competitiveness and fire they've been playing this game so far. There's Danae. Danae back out to Martinez. Martinez on the crossover, able to find a little bit of space, running out of time on the shot clock, no good. And that rebound is going to be by Ganpo. Miller cross court, but that's going to be stolen by Morrow. Morrow finding it over to Kirkpatrick. Back into Morrow to Kirkpatrick. Unable to make the shot though. And there's a trip, but it's going to go unintentional trip, so it's going to be Guelph Prep ball.
Yeah, just a tough bounce there. Addie was going hard for the ball, a little collision, but this is a contact sport. There's physicality out there, and you got to play through some stuff.
Absolutely, and the press is still on here. Forcing to make a mistake here. Up and in, find the inside. Nice, fantastic pass, and that is Mackenzie Obermeyer making her presence known in this game for the first time.
Serving that up on a platter there.
There's Martinez. Martinez into Danae. Danae, nice little jumper, and that's something she's money at. Obermeyer's really going to have to close her out.
Yeah, and a great job to get inside the zone and work from the inside out. A little too much perimeter work right now for Southwest. They got to find a way to get in, either by the pass or by the penetration. Good attack down here at the other end by Guelph, and they're getting on the glass. Second chance points and the offensive board are a big part of this game.
There's Obermeyer doing everything she can. Couldn't get it back on the rebound. It's going to be a rebound for Southwest Academy. Bringing it up is Danae. Danae to Martinez. Martinez now looking for an option against this zone defense, excuse me. Danae establishing her pivot foot. Asking for some help. She gets it from Morrow. Morrow Morrow in the corner to Martinez. She's going to shoot it. Kirkpatrick. No good. Just rims out to the disappointment of the crowd there.
Yeah, they're alive in here, I promise. The crowd's waiting for a reason to get excited, and the Southwest team's battling, and for non-basketball fans, the adversity that they're overcoming right now doesn't really share energy to the crowd, but it will come around. Everybody's competing here. This is an excellent game so far, and we've got 5:47, a good basketball here in the first half to finish up.
Yep. And one thing as well, Guelph and London not too far away from each other, so you can hear some of the oohs and ahs and claps of the Guelph faithful that have made the trip out here. So it's going to make it for a very entertaining game either way, especially with the energy of the crowd in this.
Yeah, well, if you get to the Guelph Griffins and the Western Mustangs, there's a definite rivalry with these two communities, and it's nice to see this reach down to the high school level now, and kind of have regional teams that can compete like this in the province.
Oh, absolutely. Playing amongst some of the best basketball in the entire province, in the country even for that matter, as the shot goes up. And a quick miss there, but that's the rebound. Martinez now is going to shoot a three. No good. And Danae, that's Emma Gentile.
Second chance. The board's playing a key part of this game here today.
I think that was just a very smart move. She knows, the refs have been calling a lot of fouls here, shooting fouls, and as soon as she gets, just goes right back up, no hesitation. Just knows she might get fouled. So
yeah, and that's how you coach the game in the inside. If you get an offensive rebound and you have position, you want to go up strong and create a putback opportunity. You hope it's an and one, but if she gets fouled and gets to the line, those should be two makes. Another offensive rebound here for Southwest with a chance to convert.
And there's a foul. And that's going to be an Obermeyer.
That's a foul you see a lot, where the defensive player has great position, and instead of being straight up and athletic, they decide to what they would call that build the roof over top, let the arms kind of come over and disrupt or displace the offensive player. And obviously the referees agree and have made a call there, and Martinez on the line.
That's one of those Obermeyer, you just want to see them. When you see a girl her size, you know, and you see the way that she plays. She wants to get that block every single time. She wants to get her team up. But sometimes you got to be able to show the patience that comes with playing defense. It's a reactionary position and state of being in the game, and with that, you have to show the patience.
Absolutely. Good battle from the girls here. We got another jump, and just to add to that same theme we've been talking about defensively and on the glass, discipline. You got to make sure you earn your position, you stay on the ground, and then you got to work and deal with the physicality.
Here we go on the inside now. This is going to be Iria. Iria gets it over to Taylor. Taylor kills her dribble, brings it back to Iria. Iria kills her dribble as well. Taylor in the corner. No good on the three. There is Samuels. Rebound Southwest. They're off to the races, but no good there. Piper Dew unable to make the turn and catch it with her weak hands. And it's going to be another turnover, and it's going to be Guelph prep ball.
Yeah, great idea to look up, but unable to connect on the pass. And unfortunately, that's a turnover. And get the press loaded up at least here and see if Guelph can convert again and get the ball down the floor.
Taylor with the inbound, and she gets it over to Samuels, who gets it over to Obermeyer. And Obermeyer finds it inside. Guanzon tries to find it over in the corner to Jada Granum, who's made her entrance into the game. And it does go off a Southwest foot, so it's going to be Guelph prep ball into the basket.
Yeah, Granum's a nice player, great size, good movement and mobility, and look for her to make an impact here tonight.
Up goes Taylor, but she's going to get called with a double dribble. Inbound. That's going to be Gentile bringing it up. Gentile over to Morrow, over to Dew. Piper Dew now with it. Looking for the middle. Gets it off to the corner. Morrow. And that's back out to Gentile. Got 6 seconds on the shot clock now. Dew from the corner. Rims out. Just that kind of luck today for Southwest Academy shooting.
Yeah, well, that's a good look, and you got to make sure you step in and continue to take that shot with confidence. Good movement, good skips, move sides of the floor, and got a good look in the corner. Fortunate here on the other end in transition. Guelph comes out with a travel, turns it over, and gives them another opportunity to go back to work offensively.
That was Obermeyer with the travel. Just couldn't get her hand on the ball properly, and one too many steps. Bringing it up now is Gentile. Gentile over to Dew. do. She's got a wicked crossover of her own. Now working inside, and that's Karina Dockstetter, the other Dockstetter sister, who's entered the game.
Travels. Everybody gets a travel. Travelocity website in here. Right
there we go. Makes sense that all the bags are packed on the on each bench.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Once again, Southwest not giving up on that full press. It's a man-to-man press, it looks like almost right now, but they drop back. And here we go. This is Taylor. Taylor trying to look for a crossover, loses it, and she is going to foul Lauren Morrow.
Looks like the refs are going to talk about this, see if there was intentional foul there or clear path foul.
Yeah.
Personally for me, I think that was just a play. The turnover and there's a foul. They should just play on there, but we'll see what the referees think. And they've called an intentional. And the FIBA rules, which we're all getting adjusted to, I think that's the right call out of the book.
Yep.
Hard to interpret at times, but the guys do a nice job, and they've made the call, and we're on the free throw line now.
And that's really just the situation that we're at here, just having,
So it looks like, clear path, intentional foul, not a flagrant.
Yeah. No, I mean, the FIBA rules, they all take some adjusting for both us up here in the broadcast booth, and also I can imagine for coaches down there. What's one of the biggest challenges you face with those?
Well, for sure, the inability to call timeout on the floor. It makes your players have to be more composed. You really got to do your work at practice and prepare players for a lot of different scenarios that they can handle on their own. And then certainly the 5-foul double bonus, you have to learn to play without fouling. And in the guys' game, for instance, it's very fast. There's a lot of athleticism and size on the floor, and the guys are competing hard. So those are kind of the two things that make a big difference, I find. And again, and one there for Emma, so great job on the glass.
Emma Gentile is able to put it back there off a Dockstetter miss.
Yeah, I think it's great. The OSBA is committed to going full FIBA rules, which is an important part. We play a lot of different rules in the past couple years, and it's difficult for the referees to get on the same page with it, and difficult for the coaching staffs and the players. So it's nice to have a uniform approach in a league at this level, and we can build on that moving forward and play with those rules.
And I think one of those cases as well is the fact that, when you have the national team who's always playing under FIBA rules, you want to have all of their players that they're coming with, they don't have to reteach them rules in the game. At least when you do it this way, everybody already knows what the deal is right away when they go into international tournaments, or even if they're playing just with their club teams internationally, everyone knows what it is.
Yeah, and it goes both ways. You can learn both sets of rules. I mean, only a select few athletes ever get the opportunity to compete for Team Canada or internationally, but certainly you can learn the NCAA rules again, and the FIBA ones we've introduced. It's all about consistency. It's all about having a landscape that everyone's on the same page.
And there's a nice take there by Myra Iria.
We got a travel call.
Still gets the travel, though.
Get your Air Miles card out.
You got to dribble, then step, kids. Dribble, then step. Unfortunately, she took the step first, then dribbled. And that's going to be an easy travel call every single time. And honestly, we called the NBL games last year as well. And it's one you even see up in the pro leagues. Guys it's just one of those things. It seems to be a bit of a brain cramp when you're working so hard. And here's a nice little steal there and take to the basket, but no good for Guelph Prep.
Great job by Piper Purdue to get back and disrupt that without fouling there.
There's a three, no good. That's Martinez there with the attempted three.
You can see the pace starting to pick up a little bit. Unfortunately, a double dribble there, but things opened up for a few minutes there, and we got a 22-19 game. As you mentioned, this is going possession for possession right now, and looks like we have a timeout here.
Absolutely. And as we have this timeout here, I honestly feel like watching the game in the way that it's going right now, it's going to be a lot more run and gun in the third, and baskets are going to start being made after everyone's had a chance to kind of had a timeout, had about 5 to 8 minutes to themselves to kind of refocus and start realizing, okay, the crowd's here. It's a lot of great energy, but at the same time, we still just have to play our game. At the end of the day, it's still basketball, right?
Yeah, and the game plans for both teams are in effect here still very much. Guelph in the zone, Southwest, the best way to beat a zone is to beat it down the floor. Get there before they can get it set up. To do that, you got to get stops. You got to get defensive rebounds. Guelph, on the other hand, facing a full court press all night, you want to run want to press break so you can score at the other end. You don't want to go down the floor just to break it. Be aggressive in it. Try to get out the full length of the court. See if you can run for some layups or transition threes off the catch, and then they can isolate that pressure and make them have to adjust to them.
Coach Kevin Barnes dropping knowledge on all the viewers out there in the OSBA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely makes sense. Head coach of Southwest Academy's boys team, who's having themselves a very respectable season to start off here. A couple of injuries, but as we get set to start back here, it's going to be very interesting to see how you guys handle the second half.
Yeah, we're a work in progress. We've got a high potential, and we've got some guys that really want to compete and get better, and we're working towards some lofty goals, and we're hopeful we can get things rolling in the right direction and deal with a few injuries here in the short term.
Yes, we are. And here's Danae now with the ball in the corner. See if she's going to start getting hot from the field. Nice find inside there. Once again, though, Southwest unable to convert on those mid-range jumpers. And there's this turnover, though. Sticking to the plan. Danae, yep, she's going to get the foul there.
A little bit of persistence, but just there at Grantham with the big-time swat, a lot of contact on the body, I think is what the official called, because it looked like all ball to me up top. Yep,
she definitely got all ball on that one, but you could see her right knee kind of went right into the midsection of Danae, and of course that's a no-no in any style of basketball.
Yes, absolutely.
Except for maybe if you're at the Drew or the Rucker Park or whatever, but
yeah, some street toughness might come into play there. But
there you go, and there's Danae though showing some toughness of her own.
Good hits, 22-21. We got a ball game here.
That's really all you can ask for. And really, it almost just seems like you're just waiting for both teams to kind of explode offensively because they're getting the open looks. They just now have to kind of convert them.
Yeah, for sure. And both teams having a little bit of turnover issue, and the glass playing a big role in this one. Here's a trap.
Able to get it out in time, though. And now here's an open look. Decides to pass it off. Guanzon now. She's going to shoot again. Missed on this time.
A little strong.
Nice defensive rebound there by Gentile over the bigger Obermeyer. And now here we have Martinez. Martinez looking for an option. She does get it. Once again, here's Gentile. Gentile in the corner. Here's Piper Dew. Just can't convert. And it goes over, but it doesn't touch anything. Play continues. And Guelph was looking around going, isn't that out of bounds? But if it doesn't touch anything off the back of the board, it's all fair game.
Yeah, and a heady play there to get the rebound, slandered, and put it back up. And we're on the free throw line here to have an opportunity to take a lead. That'd be the first in the game, if I remember, since the first possession, I believe.
Absolutely. And that's one of those plays you almost never see because usually that bar up there that hangs above the backboard tends to be too small for the ball to kind of fit through. But that time, seamlessly, nothing but net.
Strange bounce.
There we go.
1 for 2 there, tie game.
There we go. Emma Gentile making that second one, and she's going to come off and get a rest for her efforts. I'm sure her coach is happy to see the effort she's putting in as Karina Dockstetter comes in.
Yeah, and a quick note there. I mean, Coach Rob doing a good job managing the foul situation with a little offense-defense. You usually see that down the stretch, kind of protecting some of his offensive players by getting subs in at the free throw line.
And here we are in the corner. This is Iria over to Taylor. Sorry, excuse me. That's Samuels. Iria trying to find it to Miller. She's able to hold on to it. 3 seconds on the shot clock and just fires one up. No good. And there's a shot clock violation, but
yeah, that was
definitely
just, off the backboard there. Refs got it right.
Southwest showing that aggressive defense.
Here we go, 1 minute left in the first half here. It's important to start and finish quarters, and Southwest with the ball, great chance to get a good possession here, and Guelph hopefully can put a defensive stand up, and then they have an opportunity to take a lead into halftime.
Absolutely. Martinez now bringing up the ball. Gets in the corner. That's Dockstetter, and that's one of her signatures. She loves to shoot that three. No good, though. But the rebound is Martinez. But step out of bounds, and that's some great coverage defense by Guelph Prep, just using their height and their size, able to kind of lock in Martinez, and she had no choice but to step out there.
Yeah, for sure, and good idea to attack, but got to have the wherewithal to know where you are on the floor. And here we go with the pressure again. We got the travel.
She gets called. Iria with the travel there, and gives it right back to Southwest. And it's just been a very defensive game through and through.
And here we go, Rob, again, subbing in some offensive players, specifically Danae in foul trouble, coming in for an offensive possession down the stretch here. See if they can find her, get her a good look.
Here's Martinez.
There's the skip.
To Danae. Finds the open. Back into Martinez, who's going to get the jumper off. Great ball movement and a great basket there by Martinez. 29 seconds remaining now, and Southwest has their very first lead since early in the first quarter.
And we got a timeout by Guelph, which is going to allow Rob to take the foul trouble off the floor again. Let's see if he does it, and then load back in with a defensive possession here.
Yeah, and that's a strategy you rarely see from coaches here, but we're seeing right now head coach Rob Angione showing absolutely no fear in how he wants to run this game. He knows exactly what he wants to do, and it seems like his girls have completely bought into the ideas.
Well, I can tell you something for sure. If you had to talk to him before the game and told him that Maggie Danae would have 2 fouls in the first minute and a bit, what he was going to do and how he'd play the half, he wouldn't have expected that to happen. So doing a nice job to adjust. As we mentioned before, adversity comes and goes throughout the night, and you got to deal with it, make adjustments, and keep your group focused on the task at hand and staying true to our game plan.
And how difficult can those adjustments be, honestly? Because you just don't know what a game can bring to you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the other part is that you don't know how the kids will respond. Certainly this group here on the floor is a little bit younger for us. Our guys team has got some older guys, and even though it may make sense to our coaching staff, sometimes conveying that message to the guys and having them execute it is difficult when the pressure's on and everything's been elevated.
And there's a fine inside and a great break there. Obermeyer now with the ball, and Miller trying to hold on to it, but it is saved by her teammate Samuels, and she's going to get fouled. 22 seconds remaining in the half. It is 24-22 for Southwest Academy.
Yeah, Piper a little overzealous there, but can't fault her for getting after it, and that's a foul and putting Guelph on the sideline out of bounds. That's
all you could ask for, right? If you're going to see mistakes, if you have to make mistakes, make sure they're aggressive ones.
Yeah, make them hard for sure.
They're inside, out to Iria. Iria over to Samuels. Samuels to Miller, working on the inside. That was Granum. Granum can't find it, and it's I believe it's going to still be still red ball. Now here we are in the inbound.
These extra possessions are gifts. Got to take advantage of them. Yep. That's a great seal. Good job there.
She does get to the line for it. That's Jada Granum, able to find a little hole in the defense there.
Yeah, you got to always be aware, especially playing against a team with size. They're looking to seal. They're looking to slip back to the basket. You got to make sure you make a good defensive adjustment, and as a player, you got to get to the body and earn your position.
Here's Granum now. Just going to take 2 to the line here. 12 seconds remaining in this half. No good on the first one. It's the second one. Jay's the second one.
Good hit.
Yep. Nice rotation on the ball.
Granum comes from a coaching family, basketball family. Her father involved with Basketball Ontario, and a couple of her brothers have played at a very high level in the NCAA and at Ryerson, and great to see her out competing.
Very talented player indeed, and now here's Danae, another talented player. They get it over into the corner with 4 seconds remaining in the half. 2, 1, no good, but the rebound up and in, no good. And a great job there by Guelph's defense, not getting the foul there, as tempting as it could have been right under the basket against Southwest's best player, top scorer. And I can imagine that Guelph Prep is pretty satisfied coming into this buyout here, only with the 1-point deficit going into the half.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a game of momentum, and one would think that Southwest has a bit of momentum here after weathering some early adversity and managing to come out of the half with a 1-point lead. But again, Guelph looking for their first win on the road in a hostile environment. They'll probably take it too, and if they can just put some of that stuff behind them, come out excited and energized, refocus the game plan, and get back to work in the second half, this is anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got ourselves a little bit of a break here on OSBA TV out here on YouTube. If you want to have any thoughts on the game, you can always tweet at Ontario SBA. If you want to reach me personally on Twitter, if you have any thoughts or comments about the game so far, you can reach me at Ryan Greco 416. Full name, no spaces, lowercase. Take your time with it. And Coach, do you have a Twitter handle at all that people can get you at? Or?
Yeah, we're at SWF, Swift Basketball for our program, and myself at Coach K. Barnes. Definitely also want to just mention some of our corporate partners. Good Life Canada is a big supporter of our program. Mucho Burrito here, a local restaurant. Great supporter. You ever had Mucho?
I love Mucho Burrito. We have them out in Port Credit out in Mississauga. Great,
tasty
group.
Stuff.
Absolutely.
Underground Barber is our official team barber, so got to give him some love as well. And yeah, we're just happy to be here and happy to be a part of the community and help elevate basketball in London and in the surrounding area.
Absolutely. So we're just going to take a brief break. We'll be back with about a minute to go before we begin the second half. It is the hometown Southwest Academy leading Guelph Prep 24-23. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we are back here, just about to start the second half. OSBA Women's Game of the Week. My name is Ryan Greco. I'm going to be taking care of your play-by-play. I'm joined by head coach Kevin Barnes of Southwest Academy boys team. Coach, what a game we've had so far. 24-23, Southwest leads. A real back-and-forth battle. A lot of fouls in the early going, a lot of turnovers. But we're starting to see the offense kind of settle in here.
Yeah, for sure. I think if you had to go keys of the first half there, second chance points, turnovers and points off turnovers, and then the kind of adversity that both teams went through, they're going to have to come out here and make adjustments and do things a little differently in the second half. But again, don't get far away from your game plan. Stick to the plan. Trust in your teammates, trust in your coaching staff, and work through the end of the game. 20 more minutes of basketball to play is an eternity.
Absolutely. And Guelph Prep looking for their first victory of the season here in the OSBA, while Southwest Academy looking for their third, get themselves back up to 500 and move up the standings a little bit. But a very winnable game for both teams as we've seen so far. Yeah,
and it looks like Guelph's coming out in the zone, or at least showing that on the inbound here. So we'll see if Southwest is able to continue to attack, get the ball moving, and move that zone around and try to attack it at different angles.
Here we are. Inbound by Gentile over to Dew. Piper Dew over to Danae. Back to Dew. Gets the open look on the three-point line. And what a way to kick off the third quarter with a three ball there. Or they're going to call it a two. Looks like she had a foot on the line.
Either way, good to see Piper make a shot there. Confidence can be going high now, and they got to continue to attack. Guelph right back at you, though. Second chance point. There it is again with a great putback.
Shanice Miller. And what a factor she's going to be in this second half if Guelph Prep is going to pick up the win. Here's Dew now bringing it up. Looking for some options. Kills her dribble over. Inside now to Danae. Danae unable to convert there, but the rebound there, that is Gentile.
It's a rebound going up strong. Both teams got to do a better job defensive rebounding if they want to win this game.
Now, earlier shot by Dew is actually going to get called a three, so it's now 29-25 for Southwest Academy. There's a foul, but it looks like it's going to be. There is no foul. It was off.
I think that was a bit of a collision there, but just tipped out off of red, and referees see that as a black ball.
Now Dew bringing it up. Here's Danae. No good, a little strong, but Miller with the rebound. Always good to see her point guard getting involved in the glass.
Absolutely.
There's a find, Iria, no good. There's Gentile up the court there to Dew. Dew up to Danae. Danae for three. You can count it. No good. Goes off the top of the backboard. That's going to be out of bounds.
Tough shot there. As a coach, you wish you could just catch and step into that. Taking that extra bounce there can sometimes set your feet off or get your balance off and make it a tougher shot. You hope she could just step in and shoot that with confidence or attack it.
That's one of the toughest things you can do in basketball, I find, is consistently hitting the mark with your players, knowing where their sweet spots are, to be able to just come and catch and shoot the ball. It's something that it's a difficult thing to kind of master, because it could be a different thing for different players. Right?
Yeah, well, and there's a lot of different ways to get to that scenario. You can come off screens, you can come off transition. You might be coming down off of a ball screen, pick and roll, pick and pop type situation. So a lot of different ways to get to the catch and shoot, but most important thing is confidence.
Danae with the rebound, and now here's Maylot. She gets it off into the corner. No good on the three is Piper Dew, but Maylot fighting for the rebound, gets it, and now we got a loose ball, and that's going to be picked up by Kiana Samuels, and she's going to get a foul for her troubles.
Yeah, some more sloppy play here. Loose balls, second chance points have been key. But both teams are competing, and this is a great opportunity for Guelph here to get a good possession and try to set them on the right path here in the third quarter.
Samuels mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound Southwest. Piper Dew now with the ball, finds the open player under the basket, but unable to finish. And that was Samuels coming back in time to try and get the defensive stop there. Ref says play on despite a little bit of contact. Great defensive hustle there shown by the Guelph Prep player.
Yeah, for sure. And then a tie-up after, got Guelph the ball back, but the possession arrow changes. See if that's a factor down the stretch.
Yep. There's a shot from Maylot. No good. And here's Miller. Miller with another rebound. She's trying to create some space now. Gets it over. Miller gets the ball back. She gets it off to Samuels now in the corner, gets it back to Miller. A lot of ball movement going on here. Gets the foul on the inside. And there's Muriel Mpana. Smart decision there. If you have the open space, take it. And the Southwest player had no choice but to do the foul. But, I mean, is that a foul you really want to give?
Yeah, I mean, that's not a foul we want to give up. But, again, Guelph did a good job to get the ball in the paint. They had a good look there. And Piper's going to make her earn those on the free throw line, so you can't hate that.
Yeah, as a defender, you kind of get caught in that middle ground where you know that you haven't seen them consistently hitting jump shots from that state, but you don't want them to get hot either. So you're kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't kind of situation there.
Yeah, it's a fine line, and here we are with the second shot. She's able to make one or two.
There it is, 29-26. There we go, Gentile. There's the corner there. And just throws it a little wide there. That's Maylot.
Yeah, good idea. Again, trying to stick with that theme of shifting the zone, skip pass, swing pass, try to get it moving and look to attack and punch gaps.
Aria now bringing the ball up. She gets it over to Samuels. Samuels in the corner. That was to Obermeyer, and now up and under, and that's the finish by Mpana, and she's gotten herself going on the scoreboard here in the second half.
Yeah, great look inside, great composure, good patience, made good move there and went up strong.
Here we go, Denis, nice little spin move there to create the separation. What a finish on the basket.
Right back at you.
31-28 now. Iria with the ball, looking for an option. Obermeyer now. Obermeyer, see if she's going to try and make a move. Gets it off to one of her guards. This is Samuels attacking the basket, finds the space, just can't get. And man, you look at a shot like that, and you just all you got to do is kiss it off the glass.
Yeah, well, it's tough at times. Things are moving, and there's always a challenge or a contest that makes it difficult. But a little bit of a bunny, I'm sure she'd like back there.
Here we go, Piper Dew now. She's got the ball, setting up against this 2-3 zone defense by Guelph Prep. Gentile, but there's a deflection by Samuel showing off her athleticism, gets it, but there's Denis right in it, and she tried to get loose. Iria fighting for it now. Miller diving, oh good, and here's Martinez with it.
Oh boy.
Oh good, and they're going to say play on.
That's from way downtown. A little bit of desperation there with the shot clock.
All right, Samuels to Iria. Iria to Miller for three. Count it.
Bang.
And we've got ourselves a tie game, ladies and gentlemen.
Great look from the corner. Good confident shot.
This is Martinez now. Natalie Martinez. Into Dene. Dene, what a find underneath the basket there. Maylot, easy basket. A little breakdown in communication there. Everyone's staring at the ball, not watching their man.
Yeah, a little high-low pass from Southwest. Haven't seen much of that tonight, but that's a great look and an open opportunity they converted on.
There's Samuels losing control of the ball. Martinez in the corner to Dew. Can she hit another one? Rims out, but the rebound there is by Gentile. And what a putback over Obermeyer. And Obermeyer just couldn't seal her out. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout for Guelph Prep.
Yeah, again, someone's got to be a line drawn somewhere here where the defensive rebounding becomes a key part of your plan, and very difficult to do, but at times it happens. And we've got Quentin Duckworth here from Ottawa, Ontario, one of our player captains and a key part of our program, going to step on and have a quick chat with you guys.
Here we are. We have Quentin Duckworth coming from Ottawa. Quentin, how are you doing today, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Enjoying the game right now. A real close contest between your Southwest Academy girls team taking on Guelph Prep. So tell me, how have you been enjoying the OSBA so far this season coming in from Ottawa?
I feel it's a really good league. You know, there's a lot of tough competition, and that's what I like personally. You know, it's really different from Ottawa. Ottawa, the competition is there, but not as much. So I enjoy that there's a lot more competition.
Yeah, no, we've got some good friends out there. A little quick shout out to Victor Paolo, is a guy who always frequents between the two regions, and building off of that a little bit, because people, even though Ottawa, they're getting a rep now in the high school game, definitely, but it's something they've always been a dominant culture when it comes to college basketball. Talk to me a little bit about growing up in that area and that kind of identity of basketball that Ottawa has.
Well, growing up, I didn't start basketball until grade 9, but in high school, I played soccer, and the senior coach told me, come out to a tryout, and I got
some good height.
Yeah, he told me, come out to the tryout, he put me on the team, and from there, I realized that there is a lot of talent in Ottawa, my home city, and it is really, it's a really good city to play basketball in. So I enjoyed it. I learned a lot from playing grade 9. The older players taught me a lot, and they really helped me to develop to who I am today.
Yeah, absolutely. As we have an inbound here And this is going to be Jenna Taylor finds it inside. And that's Naomi Ganpo great finish there.
Yeah. This team's really good. I'm liking the game so far. I've been doing the score over there, but I'm liking the game so far.
Of course,
both two talented teams.
Absolutely, and a very winnable game for both teams. And I can imagine the Guelph Prep very hungry for that first win of the season so far.
Oh yes.
Here we go. Bringing it up is Myra Iria.
She's very skilled off the dribble. I've noticed she's very skilled at getting around her defender.
Absolutely, a number of these players here
her right there.
Yep. Oh, good. And there's Martinez on the rebound. She's going to look for an option here. Martinez looks like she's going to do it herself. Runs into a bit of a brick wall.
But Dan won there. Good take.
Almost, but a great decision there. You can imagine, and I can imagine, someone being yourself, being about a guard kind of forward situation. You got to battle some trees when you're attacking the rim in this league.
Yes, sir. I'm not that tall, and there's some very tall players in this league, and it is like that. Driving towards the rim, there's a lot of height, so you gotta learn to maneuver around it and finish strong.
Oh, absolutely. Be fearless.
Exactly.
I'm definitely looking forward when we get a chance to see you guys for a game of the week. Really, it's the only team I haven't seen yet, so I'm curious. I'm real curious to see how you guys are doing. We've had that crazy game against Father Henry Carr just last week, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was really crazy. The last sequence was very crazy. I seen it was actually on OSBA, but it was a crazy game. Shout out to Father Henry Carr. They gave us a really good game that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now here we are. Moving back here, this is going to be Higgins now. She gets it in the corner. Driving to the basket is Taylor. What a nice decision. Almost finishes it. And you can see this Guelph Prep team, really using their length and their athleticism to their advantage. No fear attacking the basket whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed the whole game that they have no fear. They go right to the rim. Whenever they have the opportunity to, they go to the rim. So I like it. They only take outside shots when it's wide open. So
absolutely. Now this is going to be Southwest Academy's first. This is their first season, both for boys and girls in the OSBA. What would you consider for your team a successful season this year?
First, like me, I really love to win. So.
Of course, you always want to win. You always want to, do everything you can. But is there any other personal progression for your program and for your team that you would like to see happen this year?
I want to put London on the map. I've realized that being a new program, you're not really looked at as one of the programs that will do very well in the league. So that's one thing I really want us to do as the starting group is to show that this is a good place for basketball and that this program is going to do really well in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. It's. Of course, internationally, all the talk is about Toronto, but when you have organizations and communities like Ottawa and London to speak of who've always been well known, I mean, Cambridge, I was from Cambridge for a long time before I moved to the GTA, and even then, those were teams that were always consistently coming out in the high school scene and doing extremely well in OFSA, doing extremely well in their own region, winning a lot of titles, and it's just something that, and of course, you got guys like Jamal Murray coming out of Kitchener, Ontario, and you're just showing that there are communities of basketball just outside of Toronto. It's not just Toronto and Ontario.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming to see now. A lot of basketball is being showed from other places. Toronto is still one of the best, if not the best, at showing basketball. There's a lot of talent there, but other regions around Canada are showing that they have talent as well.
Absolutely. Now Southwest Academy holding on to this 5-point lead here, 39-34, 3:38 to go in the third quarter here. What are your predictions for this game moving forward?
Me personally, I think I'm obviously a Southwest player. I hope if they keep it together and they keep composed, that they will win. They will win,
You heard it here first from Quinton Duckworth. He is guaranteeing a win for Southwest Academy in this. As the girls here is
shot from the corner.
Oh, good with Piper Dew. We all know she can make those.
Yeah, she can.
Very talented guard here for Southwest. And here's Guanzan, a very talented guard of her own, who's made a couple of threes so far in this game. Attacking to the basket here is Ganpo. She gets it over to her teammates.
And one.
Sorry, that is Ganpo
puts it in.
Excuse me, that was Granham that got the pass to Ganpo, and Ganpo made the most of it.
Very skilled move there by the big girl there.
Absolutely. And you can see the size in this Guelph Prep team. I mean, you would hope this would be their bread and butter. Attack the basket, get hurt, keep finding.
Yes, sir. I see that's the plan. They have size and they're using it. They're using it very well.
Absolutely. There's a rebound.
Rebound.
That's the rebound by Gentile. Gentile going to bring it up herself now. Gentile gets it off into the corner. And of course, as the shot goes off,
fouled at the three.
Quentin, we'd like to thank you so much for joining us here, spending a few moments. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Look forward to seeing you guys in the game of the week. And that was Quentin Duckworth of Southwest Academy. He's a smart kid there, talking some X's and O's.
Yeah, definitely. Quentin's got a really high upside. He's an exceptional athlete, and he's got a great work ethic. He's a character kid in our program. I think he's the belle of the ball right now with CIS coaches, and certainly working to get himself an opportunity in the NCAA. And I think interest is there, and still shopping an offer. But unsigned senior Quentin Duckworth, really high potential and a great motor for us.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a team there that's definitely trying to make a name for themselves in the boys division, and so far I think they've done extremely well, even given the fact that it's a 3-4 record. Every game has been close for the most part. Every single, you can tell it's a team that competes hard, had a lot of close finishes so far, a couple of injuries, but as we're seeing here, Emma Gentile making that first free throw, the girls team in a similar situation, trying to battle for that respect that comes with being new in the league.
Yeah, and that's what every program wants, an opportunity to earn respect. We want to earn what we get, and we want to make sure we put the right work in. We treat the players properly. At the end of the day, it's all about the players and their experience and creating opportunities for young athletes. And
absolutely,
and that's what we're about. And
that's the number one thing for everyone to always remember at home. If it ain't for the kids, you shouldn't be involved in it to begin with.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So here we go. We have an inbound, and we had a knee-to-knee collision there. Looked a little scary for a second, but luckily both players okay. That was
Lauren Morrow for Southwest was in there.
Yeah, Lauren Morrow and was Naomi Ganpo. But luckily, both players are okay.
Yeah, Lauren's a tough girl. She's going to be all right. She actually has a superstition where she has a couple of chips before every game. So
nice.
She was running around looking for chips earlier.
I'm a chip man myself, so I can appreciate that.
Yeah, myself too. Nothing wrong with a potato chip every once in a while.
That's right. Alicia Higgins now. She gets it over the corner, and good defense there by Addie Maylott. She smelled blood and she went for it, but goes off her hands, and it's. Actually a great defensive player or
Looks
defensive
like a double
effort.
tip. Must have been a double tip there, and
Definitely.
Southwest gets the ball. This is the key time here for Guelph. 41-36, 2:21 left in the third quarter. They got a deal here. Hunker down, get some stops, and try to close this quarter out. Get them rolling the right direction and start the fourth.
You definitely want to keep it close, and this is much of what we've been seeing most of the game. It's just been a tug of war, but a lot of scoring in this quarter. We already have 20 points from both teams in this quarter when we only had just over 20 points in the first half.
Yeah, both teams are settling in a bit.
And there's another find there, and that's
Second
a bucket by Beth Manili, making her presence known in this game.
Great job by her to scramble up and get a bucket there.
Now here's Miller, gets it off over, and that's out of bounds. That's Rachel Guanzon, who's she's managed to hit a couple of threes in this game, but has gone cold since the second quarter.
Yeah, and Coach Bremner sensing a little bit of a breakdown here with her group. She's decided to call a timeout here in the third quarter late to get the quarter closed. I think it's a good decision. You don't want to get that gap too much where you can't overcome it and get back into it. So good bit of coaching there. Try to settle her group down and get them back going the right way.
Absolutely. And you see, despite the fact that, both sides, it's pretty much been a revolving door when it comes to substitutions. Everyone's gotten a little bit of time in this game, but you can imagine that even with all of that, how fast this game has been, how physical this game has been. You can imagine that fatigue is now starting to take a hold on both defenses.
Yeah, for sure. And, Guelph's been sitting in the zone, so, they might have a little bit of extra juice, whereas Southwest has been in the full court all night. So hopefully the conditioning holds up for both teams, but definitely been a bit up and down. There's been some scrambled play. There's been some stretches where there's been a lot of turnovers, and then the second chance points continue to show up as a key part of the game. Right now, Southwest holding a lead, and Guelph trying to get this sorted out so they can get back in it and make sure that they have an opportunity down the stretch to steal one on the road.
Yes, we do. 1:47 to go here in the third quarter. It is Southwest Academy with the 43-36 lead over Guelph Prep, who are still looking for that first elusive win of the season. See if they can pull it off here and spoil the party for Southwest Academy's buyout.
Yeah, from what I've seen from Guelph, they got a good group here. They seem to have an engaged coaching staff and a group of girls that are trying to compete and do well. Their time's going to come. They'll get their opportunity, and we'll see who can come away with it tonight.
Today with a nice crossover there, just couldn't finish at the rim. Good help under the basket by Guelph Prep, and they're going to get it back.
Good stop out of the timeout there. That's what you like to see if you're Guelph.
That's right. Iria now with the ball. She's going to look for an option. She finds Samuels. Back over to Miller. Another three. Good shot, good release, just no go. A little bit of bad luck there. Cold shooting.
Good execution, got the look they wanted. Got to hunker down and get a stop. All about stops and scores right now to cut the gap.
Absolutely. There's a corner look. Now here's the ball, Iria now trying to do it. Oh, what a find at the bottom there. And Miller right there for the putback. Great finish there by Guelph Prep.
Looks like everyone's caught off guard here by the call, but seems to be some sort of unsporting foul. I didn't catch it. It must have been tangled up under the hoop here. Referees decided to step in and make a call there. Not sure what happened there. Looks like he's given an explanation now. Got adding Mallet on the line here, shooting the free throw, and then we'll have possession back to Southwest after the make.
We're looking to see if we can try and find a replay here, but don't think we have it.
Years to come. Wait till the Score and Sportsnet come on board with the OSBA, then we'll get that sorted out quick. We'll get Uncle Timmy in here doing the color. Get him off the football field.
That's what you can hope for, right?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a Southwest Academy ball here, Coach.
Took the words right out of my mouth. But again, we talked about this being a key part of the game. Difficult foul call for them. They got to weather their adversity now on the road.
There we go. Danae.
She's got a lane.
Up and in. And makes it. Nice finish there. And Danae getting herself a little bit more, that was
Gentile.
That was Gentile. Seeing a lot of brown ponytails. It's tough sometimes. There's a nice comeback there. And we got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen, 46-40. And off the steal foul and one to the delight of the Guelph Prep faithful in attendance today. 34 seconds remaining. Opportunity for a three-point play to cut it down to three.
Love the bench getting into it over there. All 5 girls on the substitution line are up, getting into the game, engaged. That was fantastic. And you're looking at a tough situation there. Quick 5 points, and now it's a 3-point game. Was an 8-point game. Here's the pressure. Can they cause another turnover?
Great effort there. Finds it in the corner, though. Nice shot. Gets a good bounce off of it, but no good. That's going to be a rebound by Samuels, and she's going to try and do it herself. 20 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shot clock and game clock are the same right now. 13 seconds now. Iria looking for an option. They might try and find it inside. They do. 7 seconds remaining off the backboard. No good. And that's going to be loose ball. 3, 2, 1. Up and in. No good. Not going to count.
Can't find the handle, but Guelph's got to be really happy about that. Timeout called. They were able to get the wheels back on. They end up at a 3-point deficit going into the fourth, but a great answer from them after a bit of a phantom call or something that occurred under the basket. We didn't get a good look at it, and they met the adversity, and they've got themselves right back in it.
Yes, we do, and I believe we might have Dekel Brooks from East Preston, Nova Scotia that wants to...
Yeah, Dekel's going to come down and say a few things. Dekel's another key piece of our organization, and he's come a long way from out east in Nova Scotia. It's hard out there, eh, Dekel? Yeah, coming into Ontario here, and he's going to say a few words.
Yep. And here we have Dekel Brooks, another player representing Southwest Academy's men's team. Dekel, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing good. Just enjoying this girls game right now. Doing some camera, helping out.
Of course, you got to get those volunteer hours in. That's how how we do it in Ontario,
sure.
unfortunately. Everyone has to do their 40.
Yeah.
So, talk to me a little bit about your journey here in the basketball scene out in Nova Scotia, because, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are curious to find out, that are listening to this, what they think of what's going on in Atlantic Canada, because we do hear a couple of good players coming out of there every now and then.
Yeah, my journey's been long, and I'm just blessed because Northern Kings, 2 years ago, I was on the provincial team, and Northern Kings picked me up. So after that, my first year in the summer, I went to Northern Kings and played there for a summer.
Really good organization.
Really good experience. Went to Las Vegas, made it to the Final Four. Met a couple of players that I still talk to, Marcus Carr, James Canalas. And from there, the second year, I played again, and we went to Las Vegas again and did the same thing. Unfortunately, we didn't go as close as we did the last year, but still a great experience. And then I just found Coach Kevin. I came here. I thought it'd be a good move for me to come here and show what I can do and help the team out and try to win the championship.
Absolutely. And with that in mind, looking at the girls over here playing how they are, any thoughts on the game from what you've been seeing working the camera?
Yeah, a lot of ball movement. We just have to hit shots.
I'm almost out of breath from it.
Once we start hitting shots, we should be in good motion.
Absolutely. As Martinez gets a clean look off there, and that's a rebound passed out to Piper Dew. No good, but Southwest still working hard on the rebounds. Always good to see your guards getting involved.
Yeah.
Here we go. On the inside, up and in. No good. Guelph Prep still haven't gotten the rebound as it's out of bounds. And DeKel, one last thing definitely want to ask you is your experience, how it's been so far here, and what you would want to expect and what you want to see your team try to accomplish as a growth stage really right now in the OSBA is entering your first year here.
We're doing okay, just a little bit of minor mistakes that we have to fix to be one of the top teams in this OSBA league. Just defense, and that's about it. Once we get that part, the offense comes.
Absolutely.
Just play from the defense.
And I just letting you know right now, I haven't had the pleasure of getting to watch you guys play yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. If Twitter's been any indication, watching some of these finishes you guys have, it's crazy.
Yeah, sequences and stuff, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, DeKel, I want to thank you very much for taking the time. Appreciate it. And we'll talk a little bit more after. And welcome to the OSBA family. Here we are. We have Coach Kevin Barnes back here from the Southwest boys team. We got a 46-43 still going on here, a real back and forth battle, and a couple of fine young men you got there, Coach.
Yeah, and DeKel, another character guy for us. He's a guy that's played with a few different organizations on the AAU circuit with the Northern Kings, and he's a guy with extreme athleticism as well. Plays above the rim, and when he's a dog and he's competing hard out there, he's a big piece of the puzzle for us, and major contributor. So a lot of CIS schools are interested, and again with him, he's working his way up the NCAA ladder and trying to earn an opportunity to pursue his basketball dreams.
Absolutely. Any Axeman interest from Xavier?
Yeah,
because that's one of the top athletic Atlantic schools out there.
Yeah, there's definitely an East Coast connection there, and DeKel obviously is very proud of where he comes from, and rightfully so. So we'll see how the cards play out and how our season goes and how his personal development goes, and I'm sure there'll be an opportunity for him at the next level.
Absolutely. And now back to this game, Shanice Miller really taking over this fourth quarter here. She's now got 4 in the quarter, brings Guelph Prep within 1 after making those 2 free throws.
Yeah, just like we thought. This one's coming down the stretch.
That's right. And then no good on the 3 there. That's a unfortunate miss there by Gentile, but here we go. Iria in the corner to Samuels. Samuels, no good. But it's going to tip off of a Guelph Prep player. Almost looked like it went off a black shirt, but the referee says no.
The eye in the sky thought we had it different.
And here we go as Guelph Prep has laid off a press, and they're just going to try and see if Southwest can beat them straight up. Here's Martinez. Martinez finds an opening, gets by Obermeyer, excuse me. Can't finish. Samuels now with the ball on the fast break, going to try and take it herself. Doesn't get the call, goes right to the basket, no good, just a little short. And there's a reach-in foul that's going to be called on Muriel Mpana.
So that's another interesting element of the FIBA rules there. With the foul count as it is, had an open player down floor, elected to take the foul in the midcourt, which stopped the fast break and allowed them to get their defense set. That's a good foul in my opinion. Again, you got to decide where your foul count's at and what you can give up, but if you can stop that transition play, prevent that 2 points, it's a well-used foul.
Absolutely, because there's nothing worse than giving your opponent an easy bucket, because offensively that's just going to give them more confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
It's when there's nothing more frustrating as a player, and I'm sure you can speak from experience, when you're in the back there and you're like, yes, it's going to be easy layup, and then you see the foul and you just get frustrated seeing, oh, I could have had that, no problem.
Yeah, well, you got to pick and choose what you get upset about. Game of emotion for sure, but yeah, definitely can be frustrating at times.
What a battle we've had so far here. 46-45 for Southwest Academy. They've managed to hold on to this lead and not give it up yet in this second half. A great effort all around so far here in the fourth.
Yeah, definitely. And like we thought we would see, we're getting a ball game that's going to come down to some key possessions. We talked about the free throws. We've talked about the glass. You got to take care of the defensive board down the stretch here. And if you take care of the ball and maintain your possessions, you have an opportunity to come out here and win a basketball game in the last few minutes.
Absolutely. Now here we are, 7:54 to go here in the fourth. 46-45 for Southwest Academy. Inbound, Doc Stater now once again in the game. Both Doc Staters are going to get it. So that was Karina unable to hold on to it.
Turnover, execution out of timeouts down the stretch, very important.
Now Iria. Over to Samuels. Trying to get in there. Go to the basket, just rims out, but there's the rebound and putback, no good. And the rebound is going to be Doc Stater.
Tough battle under the board there. Southwest comes away, but then turns it over.
And here's Miller. Iria up and in. Nice fancy little move there, but once again, just can't finish. And Guelph Prep just having a lot of difficulty the last couple of runs up and down the floor, finishing at the rim. And now here's Maylott. Out to Kirkpatrick. Her first three of the game. Banks it in.
The bank is open. She called that? I think I heard her call that from up here.
Here's Miller now.
3 points.
49-45. Big bucket for Southwest.
Yeah, great job there by Addie to be composed there. Took a jump stop at the free throw line, found the trailer, and she banked it in.
Emily Kirkpatrick. There's Obermeyer.
Yeah, important to note there on that play, that's a design play by the coaching staff there. They set a sideline out of bound play. They got their big player inside under the basket, got her sealed up, and went directly to her from the out of bounds. Earned 2 shots here and see if she can make them.
Mackenzie Obermeyer has been a very big factor in this game for Guelph Prep. A couple of very timely offensive boards, had a couple of blocks here and there, not giving anything easy to Southwest Academy in the paint as she misses that second one.
Rebound by Addie, and Southwest looking to go down and get something going here on offense.
Maylock guarded by Miller. And there's a steal by Samuels, and it's going to be a red ball. That's knocked out of that's going to be knocked out by Addie Maylott.
Yeah, a little bit of spacing issue over there. They kind of got caught on top of each other, and Guelph did a good job to press the issue and ended up with a good bounce and got the ball back.
Yes, they did. Now Iria bringing it up. 6:35 to go here in the fourth. Iria gets it inside. Mpana tries to put it up herself. Obermeyer battling for it now, but Doc Stater is going to be the one that's going to get the rebound there.
Yeah, tough foul there. Again, we've seen a lot of fouls in the front court. In the backcourt and a long way from the basket, so got to be a little more disciplined there. But again, the foul count's in check, but you don't want that to hurt you down the stretch here.
Addie Maylott running the point now. A lot of shooters on the floor here for Southwest. What a fine inside, but a block there.
Get that garbage out of here. That's what Jack would say, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great defensive effort by Kiana Samuels, helping on the weak side. Just sheer athleticism right there. Trying to find the inside. Almost picked off, but able to hold on to it. This is Lauren Morrow. Tried to find the pass inside, out of bounds, but it's still going to be Southwest ball.
And Keena Samuels is all over right now. She's buzzing a bit there, getting a hand on both of those, and was the one with the big block. So she's trying to make things happen now. A little overzealous there, but she's trying to impact the game in a meaningful way right now.
Absolutely. And you see a player like Samuels, she can afford to be a little bit patient because she's got that very long frame and length. And as long as she keeps her feet quick, she's going to be nearly impossible to get around without some sort of screen on her.
Yeah, and you're not going to shoot it great every night, but you can certainly compete. You can be enthusiastic, and you can definitely do other things. And playing defense and rebounding is one of those things. And she's doing a good job to be involved right now.
Here's Higgins now, off a rebound from Obermeyer. Now looking at the corners, Mpana, she's going to try and take it herself. Can't finish. Obermeyer going for the rebound. Higgins, it was a tip out, and Higgins was right there, and the beautiful steal by Obermeyer after tipping it out.
Great left hand by Higgins there. Excellent skill set.
Oh, what a weapon that is in the high school game, finishing with your left. It's
absolutely
completely underrated. And that's going to go off of Addie Maylott once again, tipped out.
Bodies on the floor. The intensity's going up here. We're 5:34 left in the fourth, and you can tell, like we said earlier, this is winnable for both, and they both want it. It's a matter of who can manage to take care of business down the stretch here and be composed and execute.
I think we have a substitution now on the floor. It's going to be Natalie Martinez back in for Maylott, and she's unfortunately she got matched up there with Obermeyer into the basket, and I think that's going to be the result every single time unless there's a foul.
Yeah, good job to go at the sub too. Coming in cold, Guelph finds the right matchup there and goes at it and gets a bucket.
There's Martinez though looking for a response, can't find it, but the rebound inside goes up and no foul. Ref says play on.
No call there, but good battle by, oh baby.
Mpana, it's going to be a charge.
I love the charge. I tell you what, that's a rite of passage here with my group, and our program really believes in that, and that sacrifice to your teammates. We got a guy on our team, Vincent Carrier. He's averaging 3 charges a game. I've coached him for a few years. Absolute glue guy for us. Works his tail off every night. Comes from a great basketball family, and we're really thrilled and happy to have him part of our family and program.
Absolutely. Here's Martinez. Martinez now, she's getting crowded in the corner. Finds a nice pass inside. Dene with the finish.
Good find. 1-point game. Southwest back on top.
Back and forth battle all day. Samuels now once again finds a little space. And what a great pass, wink, wink, to Obermeyer.
Yeah, she was in the right spot at the right time, but a good attack there.
Mpana
with a great take.
With a fantastic take there. And she's shown she can dribble a little bit here and there, not being afraid to attack the rim from the three-point line.
Yeah, great skill set for a bigger type player, and nice to see that.
Dene.
Big players make big plays in big games, and she's stepping up right now.
Yep, definitely. That's 2 in a row for her. And here's Guanzon, who's now back in the game. She's trying to get dribble. Kills her dribble, though. And here's Higgins now going to try and get over the line. Does so. See if she's going to try and find someone. Guanzon now. Open 3, passes it up, though. Higgins. Now, that's one of those situations there. You'd hope that Samuels would kind of get the hint and either make a cut to the basket or kind of lay off a little bit, because with Higgins coming towards her, she was bringing her man there, and fortunately that kind of resulted in a bit of either a foul, or it is a foul, and Guelph is going to hold on to it, but just one of those little things you see.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure there's a design in place there with the program, and sometimes the feet get a little sticky when you're on the perimeter. And
well said.
You got to move to space.
And speaking of which, you got to also be aware of the shot clock as time runs out.
I tell you what, nobody on that bench in a uniform paid for a ticket. They got a job to do over there as well, and they got to be engaged, and that's one of them. Get that shot clock count down to help your teammates succeed on the floor.
Well said. Here's the corner again. Right to the basket. That's Gentile. Going to get herself another trip to the line, and what a factor she's been in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Gentile doing a nice job of attacking and getting to the paint there and forcing the issue, causing the refs to make a decision.
And you're really seeing that a lot with this Southwest team. It looks like just the way that this team plays it really just kind of looks more like a team full of small forwards and guards. The way that they almost all of these players can put the ball on the floor and just attack the basket.
Are you talking about my team or their team?
I'm talking.
We get that all the time as well. I mean, you certainly can't teach size, and it's definitely a benefit to have some larger bodies, but it's all about how you play, and it's your commitment to your defense and your teammates. And if you commit to the system and you play it, you can cause problems at any size.
That's that Southwest philosophy, if you will, by head coach Kevin Barnes here. There's Iria. Iria going to do it herself. Nice find inside to Obermeyer, and she gets the foul. Opportunity here to tie the game up for Guelph Prep. What a find.
Yeah, and a great job by Obermeyer to get down the floor, get her feet set, and what we would call a 21 finish off the block there. Guard play does a nice job to get it delivered to her, and then she goes up strong without hesitation. That's and one opportunity for a three-point play here. And
you love seeing your bigs being that I guess aggressive could be the term. Just confident going to the basket, because she's the biggest person, she's the biggest player on the floor next to her own teammates. You know what I mean? And so it's when you get that opportunity, go up every single time. I can imagine you're happy to see that your bigs aren't showing any fear going to the basket.
Absolutely, you got to eat. That's your space down there. You got to own the paint, and you saw some genuine enthusiasm after as well.
Absolutely. Gonna find a kick outside. Naylot. No good. Tough miss. Rebound, Gampo. And Gampo going to get it out to Miller. Miller off to the races now. She's going to slow it down, though. Finds it out to Iria. Iria might try and do it. She got a seal out there. There's a drive to the basket. Another find inside to Obermeyer, who finishes it. And what a great job there to seal out her defender. Easy finish under the bucket.
Yeah, same side, too. She got herself on the left side of the basket, able to get up strong. She's had success over there. And the Southwest team a little bit rattled right now, causing another turnover. And
there's going to be some substitutions now.
Substitution coming in. Hopefully Martinez can settle them down a bit. And let's see what Guelph has here. If they go back to Obermeyer on the left block, smart money would say that'd be a good call.
Samuels, Iria, Samuels gets by her defender. Yep, there's going to be a foul there. Looks like there was a bit of a grab on the jersey.
So here's where the foul count comes into play. At 2 minutes and 50 seconds, both teams are now in the bonus. You got to play without fouling, and you're going to put people on the line. It may come to a situation where you want to extend the game down the stretch, and you're fouling to put people on the free throw line. So not the worst case since both teams are in the bonus, but those fouls add up, and it's a long quarter.
And you can imagine, despite the poor shooting that we've seen from the free throw line in this game, when you're coming down closer to the end of the game and you've had as many opportunities to shoot from the free throw line as a lot of these girls have so far, you're going to start finding a groove at some point.
Yeah, you'd like to think that you get a little more comfort level there, and you can settle down and just focus in and make the shot.
And there it is right there. A big shout out to Kiana Samuels for proving me right there by getting 2 points off the line.
Absolutely. Great defense there by number 10 on Guelph. Miller, she's really forcing the issue there, causing some havoc.
Nice little floater there, no good though. Guelph Prep unable to get the rebound. Maggie Dene, though, loses it from Miller. Miller now is in a tie-up in the bottom, is a tie-up at the three-point line there with Piper Dew. Jump ball going to be a Southwest Academy ball. And they've got another shot here to either tie this game or bring it within one.
Look for the possession arrow to play a role down the stretch here. I mean, it's obviously
a lot of jump balls in this game.
Yes, Southwest gets the ball now, but now that arrow changes, and it could be a factor down the stretch.
Absolutely. Dew now. See if she wants to set something up. Gets it off in the corner. Here's Gentile. Gentile has been such a factor in this game so far. A lot of touches for her. Here's Martinez. Martina, what a find inside. Kicks it back out. Open shot. Count it.
Bang! She puts it in.
What a great find there under the basket by Lauren Morrow with a huge assist.
Big time shot right there.
And now can Guelph Prep respond? It's a tie game. Off the glass. What a shot there by Muriel Mpana. That's Naomi Gampo showing off, saying, yeah, I can do that too.
Great look, composure, reverse pivot, nice jumper off the glass. Junior Academy guys would love that one.
There we are. And Gampo now with a big rebound. Almost gives it away, though. Miller is able to hold on to it. Nice little crossover to relieve the pressure. Now here's Iria in the corner. Over to Gampo.
Obermeyer's got good position in there.
And there's Samuels. And what a shot. Step back shot. And Guelph Prep. Making some tough shots late in the game here. And a tip by Obermeyer, and you can hear the energy here from the visiting Guelph Prep fans and their bench.
Yeah, good enthusiasm. This is crunch time right now. Got to execute.
Absolutely. Piper Dew now. She gets the inbound over to Martinez. Got a number of really good shooters on the floor here for Southwest. See if they can get them an open look. Finds it in. There it is. There's the corner, and there's the three. Just missed. And crashing the boards was Lauren Morrow, but just couldn't come away with it. Here's Obermeyer. Her dribble's killed, but no, it's not. She's going to keep dribbling. Gets over to Samuels. Samuels over to Gampo. Gampo, nice little shot off the top there. And you know what? That's a shot you almost want to kind of see her taking more consistently, because there's no way to really defend that without fouling.
I mean, with her size, if she earns position and does her work early, that's a shot she should be able to get all night long. And good job by Guelph to go back to it. Again, executing down the stretch. They found a play that worked. They went to a player that had just hit a shot. They're feeding the heat, and that's a great job by them to get the ball in the right spot.
And I think that's one of the most important things that a young basketball player needs to learn on the philosophy sense, as there's a miss there by Natalie Martinez. If it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Keep going to that move until they force you to make an adjustment, because at the end of the day, you don't have to be making any adjustments if you're still scoring. It's up to the defense to do that.
Yeah, sometimes I think coaches, and myself included, you kind of get in the way sometimes if you try to do too much. You know, you don't want to overcoach. Players play, and you want to set the table and put a plan in place for them to succeed.
Absolutely, and I think that's a result. You see the most successful players at this age, they just do all of the little things consistently. And that consistency is everything. Miller here now with the three, no good. 62-59, under a minute to go, and Southwest gets the foul, and that's big. And you're Obermeyer, if you're Obermeyer, you really don't want to give that up right now. It's just a very unnecessary foul.
Yeah, for the trailing team, it stops the clock. It puts them on the free throw line with an opportunity to cut into the lead. In this case, get it to one, and then they have the defense loaded up to take away any transition. Unfortunately, that's a fifth foul here for Obermeyer as well. It looks like she'll be done for the night after a great performance, but that's a key player to come out down the stretch, and we'll see how the free throw comes to play here, and if Lauren can make these two.
Yep, with Guelph Prep, it's next woman up. As coming into the game now is Jenna Taylor, who's had a pretty good game so far, and able to manage a couple of turnovers, has a couple of points. So she's going to have to really bring her A game in this final minute. There's it.
All right, we
drains it.
1 for 2 there. We got a 2-point game.
Here we go.
Southwest got to get a stop.
That's right, Southwest. Still not necessarily, and there's a near tip.
Good
near
hand
tip.
there.
But, you know, as a defender, you have to be happy with that, because now you're once again getting another opportunity to kind of get a steal off a set play here. Just all you really have to keep doing is just that good defensive effort.
Yeah, we got a timeout here, and good opportunity for me to thank the OSBA for their involvement and their governance of our league and everything they do to help elevate the level for us. You know, you met a couple of our guys here. You're getting to watch our girls play. You know, we're extremely proud of our athletes and what we're trying to build here. You know, some guys that aren't here, Xavier Ochu is a big part of our program, Brendan McCarty, Owen Henderson, all of these guys are trying to achieve their dreams through basketball, and they're using us as a conduit, and we're trying to help them get where they can go through hard work, through effort, through family and support. And, you know, we're just really excited about the direction of basketball here in Ontario and in the country, and want to play a positive role in it.
Yeah, and I want to also bring out the fact that, you know, you're also, because of this league, well, not necessarily because of this league, but seeing the competition and these players getting a chance to play against each other as much as they are, you're going to see the cream of the crop rise. And we're already getting a number of girls committing to NCAA schools throughout this entire season, starting into this season. And when you were able to create opportunities for girls and boys, for that matter, to get a free education or even a chance to, you know, show that, you know, there's a way to do this, and also involving themselves in academies where, you know, they can maybe start coaching after they're done playing basketball, get involved into the culture of basketball a little bit more consistently, I think can only help the game.
Yeah, and they're playing at home. I'm a patriotic guy, and I love Canada, and anything we can do to help our country grow in sports and community is great.
Now, here we go now. 38 seconds remaining. There's going to be a foul right away. And that's Maya Iria that's going to be heading to the she's going to be heading to the line here. Yeah. And these are big free throws now.
Yeah, you may think that's a quick foul, but it stops the clock, puts her on the line, makes her earn it, and for Southwest, they're going to get another possession here.
There's Iria, though, showing the clutch veins.
Ice water.
It's going to get the second one now. Just rims out. That's going to be Southwest ball, but a good effort there by Jenna Taylor, trying to reach in, trying to make herself a factor in this game after just coming in for the fouled out Obermeyer.
Yeah, fortunate Southwest retains the possession by doing a job on the block there, and they're going to get an opportunity here to run something out of a timeout. Execution down the stretch is key at any level, but certainly here when there's no nights off and every game seems to be coming down to the wire, you got to be able to have something in your package that you can run off the sideline to get a good look.
Now, Coach, I think this is a very good time to actually ask you, though, if you're in that huddle, what are you trying to draw up? Do you want to draw up a quick move to the basket, or do you want to draw up the three?
Well, there's a couple different thought processes there. Basically, you either want to get the ball to your best player or you want to run your best play. So in this situation, you're going to have something that you've worked on in practice. Again, you're going to have an adjustment or a counter in it that maybe throughout the game you've noticed an opportunity to attack, or you have a feel for something that's there, but it has to be something you have in. You've practiced before. You go to your clutch time play. It's all about executing when the lights are on, and it's a bit of that clutch gene and making a play.
Absolutely, well said, Coach. I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm gonna go with my gut and think that they're gonna go for the gusto here. I think they're gonna go for the tie. So we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, well, you've got shooters on the floor. If you can space them and get a good look, let it fly.
Guelph so far doing a great job denying the ball. Here we are, 33 seconds though. There is time. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. You just want to find the good look. And there it is, right to the basket. And that's a great finish by Emma Gentile. And that was probably her most clutch basket. Actually, I think that, let's be honest, that is her most clutch basket of the game right now. Great composure to go to the rim.
Yeah, and it's easy to settle for the three, but it's never a bad decision to go to the line. There's a lot more better things that can happen when you go to the rim there. You could get a foul call. You could create the bucket. You could get an and one. The only thing that can go right if you shoot is that it goes in. So good decision there. Good discipline. Good coaching by Rob to get that out of there. And don't forget, she's going in there against some serious size, so good strong take and finish at the end. Now we flip the table here. Guelph in their timeout. Now it's time for their clutch play, the stuff they're ready and prepared for. And this is what this game is about right now, is can we execute out of a timeout down the stretch, get the last basket or the last stop so that we can emerge victorious.
Absolutely. Some great analysis here provided by Coach Kevin Barnes of the Southwest Academy boys team, joining me here on Color Commentary on OSBA TV. My name's Ryan Greco, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this game so far. A lot of support and a lot of love we're seeing from the basketball community in the OSBA, also to other leagues out there that are putting together the best possible basketball you can ask for in the country. And now here we have Southwest Academy. They're going to be now on defense, and you can imagine you don't necessarily want to see them trying to foul anybody at this point. Or maybe so, actually. Yeah,
you got to get the ball back. I mean, there's 2 possessions left, whether you foul or not. So it looks like they're playing for a stop here. Got a box.
The 3. And jays it. And that is Maya Iria with her first three-pointer made of the game. I don't believe she's actually even attempted a three-pointer in this game so far. And she just had a wide open look at the top of the key and just no sweat.
Yeah, great shot there. A little bit of a gamble by the Southwest defense. Guelph was able to maintain the possession. They moved the ball, 1 pass up to the top, and great look. That's a good shot. Nothing else you can say about it. It's clutch. Good shot for them.
Coach, do they have to shoot the 3 now, or do you want to still try and see if they can attack the basket and get a quick turnover?
Well, it's interesting with the foul count the way it is. I mean, you're looking for first best option. And if that's the 3, you got to take it. But you're looking for first earliest best option in this situation. And again, you're trying to find your best player, or you're someone you got a gut instinct on that you think can make a play right now. And if it is going to the rim, go strong with intent. And one could be 3 big points. And because of the bonus scenario, if there's a bump on the way, you're going to the free throw line anyways. So lots of time left here still. 16.2 can be an eternity when you're both in bonus. It's all about scoring best earliest option here.
Guelph Prep regaining the lead late in this game after relinquishing it in the second quarter. Southwest did a fantastic job of holding on to that lead right up until about the last 2 minutes, where a number of big buckets, specifically Shanice Miller, really taking over for her team, and also some other big buckets by Mackenzie Obermeyer, which put Guelph Prep up. Now they have a chance to seal it out and get their first win of the season.
Oh, she's there. Great
There's
execution.
Denis,
Oh,
and just misses it.
funny.
And that's going to be, see if they're going to foul them.
Foul right away. What are they taking their time? Those are precious seconds there. That should have been fouled in the back court, but great execution there. Got the shot you wanted, just didn't go for them now, and now Guelph can really put this one away on the free throw line. And fitting as it is, we've got Alicia Higgins on the line to put her brother to bed here.
Can imagine the trash talking that might happen on the way home on this one.
Yeah, well, fortunately for Ryan, he stays with us, and he's got stuff to do here, so Alicia can ride home and brag to the parents on that one.
I'm sure there's going to be some text messages and some jabs thrown back and forth.
For sure, and she's cool as a cucumber, knocks down both. Uphill battle now for Southwest.
You don't really want to foul at this point. Just let them.
Yep.
Good defense. And there it is. 0.8 seconds remaining, and it's going to be Southwest ball to close it out, try and get one last shot off here. And a big win for Guelph Prep. They get their first win of the season. You can see the girls are all standing, big smiles on their faces. Shot goes off by Maylott, no good. And Guelph Prep ruins the buyout party here in Southwest Academy, but what a hard-fought victory. What a great game by both teams.
Yeah, credit where credit is due. Guelph came and played a great road game. They went and had to handle adversity as well. I think a key point was that foul off the ball there on the rebound, and then Obermeyer stepped up and Miller stepped up, and it's nice to see the happiness and the enthusiasm. Nothing feels better than a win, I can promise you.
Of course.
And it's great for them, and obviously for our program. Our girls are going to bounce back. They're working hard, and they put the time in. Good things are going to come for them. It's a young group, and sometimes the hardest lessons are learned through experience.
Absolutely. Now, head coach Kevin Barnes of the boys Southwest team, when's your next game?
Yeah, we've got the Rise Center Academy coming here on Wednesday. Again, a bit of a rivalry matchup for us between Brantford and London.
That's right.
So we're excited.
A very good program, too.
Yeah, and you're going to see a similar tale of the tape as they have a whole bunch of size, and they're very well coached. Coach Vernon does a nice job with them, and so we're excited to go to battle, and that's an opportunity that we relish and look forward to. So we'll see them next Wednesday.
Well, Coach, I'd like to thank you so much for taking the time and accompanying us here in this matchup between your Southwest Academy taking on Guelph Prep. For Coach Kevin Barnes, I'm also Ryan Greco taking over the play-by-play commentary roles. I want to thank everybody for viewing us tonight. Also, a big thank you to all of the people who were able to come out and enjoy and support the girls basketball scene out here in London, and also Guelph with this little rivalry matchup that you guys have going on out here. And from what we've seen, there's a lot of big things to expect from South Central Ontario.
Yeah, Southwestern Ontario and South Central Ontario, Canada. Get out and support the OSBA and these programs. And basketball is on the rise, but it takes a lot more than just basketball players and coaches, and we need community support, and everybody get out there and help out and support, and we can help develop this into a major opportunity for our young kids here in Canada.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So for Coach Kevin Barnes, I'm Ryan Greco. Everyone make sure you enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a happy weekend, and we will see you all guys next time for the OSBA's Games of the Week.